Welcome to Classical 95.9 WCRI's Conducting Conversations with your host, Mike Mano. 1 hour of music and conversation with notable people in the arts, bringing you the stories of how music has impacted their lives. The show will give a behind-the-scenes look at the guest's background, interests, or special project.
Conducting Conversations is brought to you by Roberts Musical Instruments. From sheet music and brand name instruments to rentals, repairs, lessons, and more. Roberts Musical Instruments is your key to musical success. Call 823-5459. That's 823-5459.
And now here's your host, Mike Mano.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Conducting Conversations. Tonight it's a pleasure to welcome back to our beautiful studios here in downtown Exeter, Rhode Island, the one and only, the executive director of the LaGrua Center in Connecticut. Dan Brandel is back. Dan, welcome back to the program.
Hey, Mike. Thanks for having me back. It's so great to see you.
Yeah, it's nice to see you. It's the most wonderful time of the year, as they
because
say.
I'm here.
That's right, because you're here.
That's where the phrase comes from.
And it's the holiday season, and everyone is running around, and here we are. First full week of December is behind us, and we're looking forward to the holiday season as well as what's happening with the center after the first of the year. We'll talk about a lot of those things. Why don't we tell everyone a little bit about yourself, just to remind everyone. Are you a Connecticut person? Or
I am born and raised in Connecticut. Sorry, Rhode Islanders.
Well, that's all right. You know, half of our audience is Connecticut,
good,
so
good,
it's okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it's okay.
The better half? Are we saying the better half? No, we can't say that.
I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to do that. If you were from New York or Massachusetts, then I could go there.
Oh, okay, good. You know. No, love Connecticut, born and raised, and went to school for music and got involved in nonprofit work. And I love the arts, and so this job came about several years ago, and I've been volunteering at the LaGrua Center for about a decade,
really?
On the music committee. Uh-huh. And so when you hear about Music Matters and all that, I was behind the scenes as a volunteer, kind of picking and choosing and different groups, but also putting programs together and
sure.
chairs. And then when this position came about, I said, I can do this. And they kept me around. So
and evidently you were correct.
Yeah.
Because you're doing a great job.
It's been fun, yes.
The center is rolling along. And when you say you went to school in Connecticut, what part?
So Western Connecticut. So close to New York, unfortunately.
See now you're going downhill.
I went for piano performance, jazz performance specifically, and then I went back to school at UConn. For arts administration, and I've just been behind the scenes in nonprofit arts organizations.
Excellent. All right. And do you play an instrument, or do you sing, or?
Well, I play piano. I've been playing that since I was 4 years old, and yes, I sing poorly, but it's okay. I still sing alone in the shower.
Everyone can sing. If they can speak, they can sing, right?
Yes, of course. But yes, there's a performance probably once a day in my house on my piano. So, and it's back and forth between 95.9 and my piano. So that's how it goes in our house.
Excellent. All right.
There's a shout out to you guys.
That was very well done. That was
You're welcome.
Very, very nicely slipped in there.
Yes.
I like to ask people that play an instrument like you did with the piano when you were very young. Did that start because of parental involvement, or just because you started banging away?
A little bit of both. My parents, my father especially, is an organist and pianist as well, and he's retired, but he's also still playing the organ. And my older sister, who's a music teacher, she's 5 years older than me, and so she was playing. And when I heard Mozart and Bach, and I said, I want to do that too. And so it was mostly banging, but I got through it, and I went to school for it, so I was pretty good.
It's always interesting to see how people got their beginning, if it was something that happened later on, but with you, 4 years old, there you are starting.
Well, yes, and, did I go into become a professional musician? I started that track, but then I found this other way in order to better my community. Excellent. Through the arts, so.
All right, let's talk about the center a little bit,
okay,
and bring us up to date. First off, if people aren't familiar with it, if there's 3 or 4 people out there that don't know of it and where it is, let's start with how long it's been around.
Sure. So we're in our 17th year, and we opened our doors in 2008. And so this arts center was a foundry building for an old mill in town. And this is Stonington Borough, so the village of Stonington. And down Water Street, you'll find us near Cannon Square at 32 Water Street. And this building now has music performances indoor and outdoor. Sometimes you'll hear me come in or some ads here on the radio on our free concerts on the green. We have lectures and talks from all different people that are bestsellers and local authors and local scientists and just wunderkinds, just amazing people that we have.
Anything to do with the arts.
Anything with the arts, but also just the community as well. Because people are very interested in what's happening around them, just in the local and in the national arena.
Right. Yeah. All right. So, and places inside the building, you can seat over 100 people, right, for a concert or something like that?
Yeah, it's 150 people or so.
Wow, okay.
If it gets really busy, I bring out my office chair and let them sit there too.
There you go.
And we try to fit as many people as possible.
Now, if you're trying to find where it's geographically located and you go down Water Street, don't go too much further south.
No, right? You'll end up in the ocean. So, but
so it's right there.
Just before you'll see it, and we usually have signage out. But yes, on our website you can find us the directions: 32 Water Street, Stonington, Connecticut.
Now, this is a nonprofit, obviously. So, things. Lots of people think that they're putting on a concert and they're going to make a ton of money. That's unfortunately not usually the way it works, right? It takes more than the ticket income to run the business.
Yes, I would say ticket income only provides about 10% or 15% of our income. The rest come from direct contributions and grants and sponsorships and our big fundraiser in the summer to get all of these programs. So we can provide these programs for basically free, $20 a ticket, very accessible, free for kids. We have free youth art workshops, free lectures, like I had said, free concerts on the green. Yes, it is free, but it's not free to the organization. We still have to pay the artists. We still have to pay our heating bills and all that.
Absolutely. And if people would like to help, they can go to your website, which is? LaGruaCenter.org. It's LAGRUA Center.org. And you'll see a donate button on the top right-hand side. And that's the best place to click on our website right now, especially in December. I was just going to say, this time of year is a great time to do that. Some people don't realize that they got to get that in before December 31st, and in order to have some benefit to themselves on their taxes, right?
Oh yes, and not just for that. It helps with our programs throughout the year, and we can plan for 2026 what we're going to do based on what we get in direct contributions and what we can provide.
Excellent. All right. Well, we talked a little bit at the beginning about it being the holiday season, and next weekend, you have a very famous group coming into the center. Tell us about that.
Sure. We have two exciting things coming up this weekend. On December 13th, Saturday at 4 p.m., we have a holiday concert with the Yale Whiffenpoofs. And I don't probably need to tell the audience about the Yale Whiffenpoofs, but they are the Yale legendary a cappella group founded more than a century ago. And they're recognized as America's oldest a cappella group. And we've had them for a couple of years now, and each year they've sold out. And this year, again, another sold-out performance. But we do have a wait list that you can go on our website and sign up right now. Some people, they buy 4 or 5 tickets, but then they can only use 3, and then we can open it up for a couple more. And if you put your name on that wait list, I'll give you a call or an email, and we'll get you 2 seats.
That works great. I mean, I have an interesting story for you. One time I was performing at BYU, and I went out into the lobby around 7 o'clock for an 8 o'clock show, and there was a line there. And I said to the house manager, I said, I thought that the show was sold out. Why is there a line an hour early? He says, well, if they're not in their seats 15 minutes before showtime, we resell their seats.
Oh, interesting.
That must be very interesting.
I don't do that. I try to save your seat for as long as possible. Probably until about a minute or so before the performance. But yeah, so we have tickets are available. Will be available if you go on our wait list, and we could try to get you seated. Ages 18 and under are admitted free with an adult ticket. And it's just, a very fun time on a Saturday at 4 p.m. But the next day, we also have Holiday Youth Art Workshop, another thing that we do that is free for kids. And that's from 10 a.m. to noon. So if you can't get into the Whiffenpoofs, but you want to do something artsy and festive, we have a Holiday Youth Art. And that's on Sunday morning, working with local artists and other partners from area nonprofits. And help the children make holiday greens and ornaments and other festive projects that they can take home. It's just a lot of fun.
Excellent. All right. Busy weekend coming up. Why don't we get to a little bit of music and get everybody in the mood, and we'll play some selections from the Whiffenpoofs.
drops and flows of angel hair, and ice cream castles in the air, and feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. How many things I could have done, but clouds got in my way. My way, my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's cloud illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all.
Dizzy dancing way, that way you feel, fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way, I've looked at love that way, just who will leave you laughing when you go. And if you can, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked from both sides now, from give and take, and somehow, still somehow it's love's illusions. I really don't know. I don't know.
Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds. I've looked at life that way. But now old friends are acting strange. They shake their heads. They say I've changed. Well, something's lost, but something's gained in living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions. Oh, I really don't know life. I really don't know love. I really don't know clouds at all.
The LaGrua Center in Stonington Borough, Connecticut is the subject of tonight's Conducting Conversations. I'm Mike Mano, pleased to be sitting with Dan, who is the executive director. I don't know if I gave you a title at the beginning, Dan.
Oh, you did.
I did? Okay,
yes,
all right. I just want to whoop it up, Mr. Executive Director of the center. And we're talking about some of the performances. We just listened to a couple songs by the Whiff and Poofs. It'll be there next Saturday And then there's an event on Sunday. And Dan, what happens down the road after that?
Sure. Then the following weekend, we got on Saturday, December 20th, is our Music Matters concert of December. And that's at 5 p.m. And that's with duo Stephanie Czar. They are two pianists, Stephanie Ho and Sar Ovia. And they're mostly known for their acclaimed Four Hands and two piano performances and their series of thematic recordings.
Now, do you have two pianos in the room, or do you have to bring another one in?
We got to bring another one in. We have a 1930 Mason and Hamlin Parlor Grand, and that's a great piano. Thanks to so many of our community donors. We got that about 10 years ago, and so that's been our house piano. But every so often we have a piano brought in, and thanks to Christopher Greenleaf, one of our trustee volunteers, he's bringing in his 1882 Erard Concert Grand, and so we're going to actually do the concert in the round. And so there's going to be two pianos, and everybody's going to be around those two pianos. And the program features Beethoven. So we got the String Quartet number 9, and that's going to be piano for four hands. And then we're going to do Symphony number 6 in F major, the Pastoral, and that's going to be for two pianos.
Okay, and at this point, there are still tickets available?
There are tickets available, and it's a celebrated and imaginative four hands and two piano performances. We rarely do this, and so I'm very excited about this. When you have two pianists, who plays the orchestra and who plays the solo, and so I would think of it for your audience as full orchestra with 20 fingers and two beautiful pianos. In just 5 days from Christmas, obviously.
Well,
so there's a bunch of numbers there for you, and I hope I didn't confuse anybody. But I'm just excited about listening to Beethoven on two pianos.
There you go. And in the round, does that cause less seats to be available?
No, we're gonna get all the seats as much as we can. Yeah,
Okay,
no,
great.
we're gonna surround the pianos, and you're gonna be basically immersed. So instead of just watching from the back, you're gonna be right there in front. Everybody gets a good seat there.
Reach out and,
Yes.
and touch them.
Well, yeah, maybe you can also be the other hand. You can have 5 hands or 6 hands. Yeah.
All right, and we're going to listen to a piece of theirs right now.
Yeah, I figured I'd bring some more Beethoven of theirs, the Cavatina from the String Quartet in B-flat major, and this is duo Stephanie and Sar.
All right, it's a little bit lengthy, so we'll try to listen to that in its entirety, then take another short break and be back with more. Dan Brandel, the executive director of the LaGrua Center in Stonington Borough, Connecticut, is my special guest. I'm Mike Mano here on Conducting Conversations, and I've been listening to some great music provided by Dan, and that's of the groups The Whiffenpoofs in that first segment that'll be there next Saturday, and then an event on Sunday, and then the following Saturday, Music Matters, with the piece that you just heard before the break. And now we're rolling along, and suddenly Christmas has gone away.
Yes.
Right?
Well, all the stress and everything, yes. Of
Yeah,
course.
and now it's the first of the year, and what's happening at the center?
Yeah, so after you settle in that weird period between Christmas and New Year's, and you don't know what day it is.
Right.
Let me tell you a date here. Friday, January 9th, we
Okay.
have an exhibit opening. So for people that don't know, we also have on our walls art all year round. And usually we have about 2 months worth of art, and then it rotates to do something new. And so we have an exhibit opening called Retrospectives, and that's the art of Dennis Serene and Tom Fernaffel. These are two artists, if you don't know, in Stonington, there's the Velvet Mill. And the Velvet Mill has restaurants, a farmer's market on Saturdays.
It's quite a complex.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
and now there's all these different artists inside of the mill.
Right.
And so there are two artists, Dennis and Tom, who are celebrated in 4 decades worth of work. Both of them are two Stonington artists, but they come from the Midwest. They have time in New York City, and then they have a long commitment to building creative community in Stonington. And both of them have helped us in different ways with different art exhibits throughout the years. And we want to showcase and highlight them and their work. And it's just fantastic what they're doing.
Now, is that artwork available for purchase from you?
Yeah, so some of the artwork, I don't know all yet because it's still early, but I believe that most of the artwork from both Dennis and Tom will be for sale from January all the way through February, the 2 months exhibit. And
Well, let's back up a minute.
Sure.
Then. We have artwork on the walls now,
we
right?
do have artwork
There
on
you
the
go.
wall.
Let's
Yes.
talk about possible Christmas presents. Although we said it's over,
Yes, of course.
it's still available.
Yes, we have the flowered press, and this work is all different types of plants and leaves and things, and they've been pressed into works of art, and they're just amazing. So you have to check that out before the end of December. That's for
Okay,
sure.
so if you're at the concerts next weekend or Music Matters coming up, check that out. And what a great opportunity to help the center and to get some great artwork.
Yes, but also help the artists too,
Yeah,
because
absolutely, yeah.
most of the money goes to the artists, back to them. We just help them supply, the wall space for it, and we and the light for it.
Yeah, well, there
we got to
you
pay
go.
for the light.
But it's great if those kind of things are successful, and it sounds like a great unusual Christmas present that somebody could pick up.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking at some. That's for sure, because I'll be there like the whole month. So I gotta do some sort of shopping.
Every day you go and say, maybe I'll get that one.
Yeah. Yes. Of course.
All right, so back to January now.
Yes, of course. And so January is chock full of different things. I just want to highlight another Friday, January 23rd. We have a special event, Resident Minds, and that's with Sarah Sherman. If you don't know Sarah Sherman, some of our audience does. She has been a performer at LaGrua Center with Mozart for Munchkins, and that's a New York-based group, and she brings all different types of people in and performs for kids. And she wrote a book called Resonant Minds, The Transformative Power of Music, One Note at a Time. And she also wrote this with her father, longtime educator Mort Sherman. And this is focused on how music can support emotional regulation, focus, connection, and mental wellness. And there's going to be, it's not your typical book talk, okay? There's going to be live demos, simple breath and listening practices, and audience participation. So it's going to be very cool. It's supported by the Connecticut Humanities, and it's all free. And it's about exploring how music engages the brain. You hear stories from their new book, and experience some of the techniques together in real time. So they're going to have a little bit of performance and talking about the book.
Is there a specific age that should be targeted for this?
Oh, it's anybody. Obviously, when we say Mozart for Munchkins, it's little kids. But really, she's talking about, in the book, she's talking about how from the time you're young all the way until you're very old, how music can affect you and affect memory and emotions. So anybody that's interested in that can come.
Excellent. All right. We now need to get to another piece of music. Tell us about this piece and why.
Okay, so I have on January 31st, another Saturday, the Kostler Duo, and they are a classical guitar duo, and they're performing Music Matters concert at 5 p.m. So I figured I'd bring some music. That's the Shostakovich Prelude and Fugue in A major, and this is the Kostler Duo.
Sounds great, Dan. And let's continue along. What else is going to be happening after the first of the year?
All right, if you have your calendars out, another Saturday, February 7th, we have a doubleheader. We have a family concert earlier in the afternoon at 2 p.m. with the Frisson Woodwind Quintet. And this is a family-friendly afternoon performance of Peter and the Wolf. And it's ideal for kids, anybody who loves Peter and the Wolf, and other character-driven music that they're going to perform. And Frisson is a nationally known chamber ensemble. And then later on that day at 5 p.m. for Music Matters, they're going to perform again. And it's not going to be Peter and the Wolf.
That's the doubleheader.
That's the doubleheader. They're not going to perform Peter and the Wolf again. They'll be performing music from Mozart and Bernstein and Samuel Barber and Paquito de Rivera. So it's going to be a whole afternoon of music. It's going to be wonderful.
So this is going to be all them all day, basically.
All them all day. The first concert is going to be pretty much free. It's going to be $5 thanks to the Chelsea Groton Foundation, and free for kids under 5. And then the other one is going to be $25 a ticket. And
what's the date of that one again?
So that's Saturday, February 7th. So
Okay.
2 p.m. and then 5 p.m.
All right, and Music Matters continues after that, right?
Oh, yeah. I'll be back before then
All
to
right.
talk to you more about those things.
We'll talk more about what's coming down the road after that. But let's just review here, because we've talked about a lot of dates. Let's go back to this coming weekend and just highlight what these things are that are coming up.
Yeah, we got December 13th at 4 p.m. We got the Yale Whiffenpoofs, our holiday concert. That's sold out, but you can join the wait list. And the next day, we have the Holiday Youth Art Workshop from 10 a.m. to noon, and that's free for kids. Any kids can come. And then Saturday, December 20th, we have Beethoven's Pastoral Symphony played by 2 pianos, duo Stephanie and Czar. And then January 9th, we have the exhibit opening retrospectives, The Art of Dennis Shireen and Tom Fernaffel. Any more things you guys want?
Why don't you just do it this way, folks? Just check the website.
Hey, how about that? LaGruaCenter.org, LAGRUA Center.org. There's so many things happening, and I would take up your whole evening just talking about every single thing that's happening. Just check that out.
Excellent. Thanks, Dan, so much for coming in, and hope you have a great holiday season.
Oh, thank you, and to you and to your audience. It's great being here, always.
Conducting Conversations was brought to you by Roberts Musical Instruments, using music in the arts to keep your child educated, entertained, and having fun. Roberts Musical Instruments is your key to musical success. Call 823-5459. That's 823-5459.